What's good, everybody? It's your boy Fartbox. We are back in the building. All right. You guys can see, man, we got CNN News. They are reporting, my friend. They are reporting. They are reporting on the economy. And she's nasty. Go.
Breaking moments ago, jobs growth slowed to a crawl last month. I want to bring in CNN's Matt Egan, who joins me now. So what are these numbers? What are we seeing in this?
Well, Omar, look, after years of resilience, the U.S. job market looks increasingly fragile, especially after the latest numbers that just came out. So this report just moments ago shows the U.S. economy added 22,000 jobs in August. That is very low. It's also just a fraction of the 77,000 jobs that had been expected. The unemployment rate went up to 4.3% from 4.2%. That was expected, but this is notable because this is the highest unemployment rate since October of 2021, and it breaks a stretch where the unemployment rate had kind of stayed in this very low range. Still relatively low, but moving in the wrong direction. The other big news here, though, is what happened as far as revisions. We saw that July was revised a little bit higher. But more important was June. June was revised from a low number of just 14,000 jobs were added to now negative 13,000 jobs. It's not quite showing up on that bar chart, but June is the first month where...
Did he say negative 13,000 and that the chart won't even show it? How about you guys revise that chart system that you got there? Because I'm pretty sure AI could work that out and get that to show in the negative. I mean, you're not going to see no more numbers, no more sky-high numbers like what you're seeing over here on this part of the chart. Okay, we're going to start going into the negative, and we need some red bars on here, guys. I mean, what's going on with this chart, man? That's your first sign that you're being sold some snake oil. This is a snake oil jobs report right here. They can't even show you in the negative, which needs to be red. Okay.
The U.S. economy lost jobs since December of 2020 during COVID. So this breaks a nearly...
There's not going to be no recovering from this right here. But where are these jobs? Man, AI is taking these jobs. So there's not going to be no replacing the job. AI is taking the jobs that you can't replace. Okay. All right. Everybody's going to have to start a YouTube channel like old Fartbox. That's why you got a billion content creators on YouTube right now trying to make it.
5-year stretch of job growth, of uninterrupted job growth in the U.S. economy.
And AI is trying to compete with us on here as well. All right. And YouTube's doing everything that they can try to keep their platform human as much as possible. And kudos to you, Google and YouTube, for doing that. We need to be pointing out the fact that AI is not going to be able to do everything. Okay? AI is not going to be able to go out into the woods and build you a nice shelter and live off the land. No, AI is not going to be able to do that. Okay, but that's where the consumer is headed. That's where we're going. And so when we leave and there's no more workers and there's no more consumers, then what are you shareholders going to do then? Okay, you greedy ass shareholders, what are y'all going to do then? Okay, when you got all the gold, all right, and you own all the stocks, but there's nobody to buy your gold and nobody to, just like our U.S. Treasury, our U.S. Treasury Department, nobody wants to buy it. Okay, they said to hell with you guys over there in the United States. You guys are on the outs. Okay, old Fartbox got it right when he said the U.S. economy is the Titanic, my friend. It ain't the world economy, it's the U.S. economy. This thing's going to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, like I've been saying. I'm the only one who's saying it, right? I'm the only one on YouTube who's calling his channel Fart Box. That's because we're all about to get fart boxed here. All right?
Second longest stretch in U.S. history, but now it's over. And when we're digging into some of the sectors here, a couple things stand out. We're seeing a number of the goods producing sectors in the U.S. economy lose jobs, right? We're talking about construction lost 6,000 jobs in August. Mining and logging also lost jobs. Manufacturing lost jobs as well. 12,000 jobs for manufacturing, which is, I think, pretty notable because one of the issues in this economy is all the uncertainty over trade policy, right? Tariffs are supposed to be support.
They ain't losing no auto mechanics jobs. Where's AI taking over the auto mechanics? Where's AI taking over the cooking industry? I mean, there's plenty of jobs out here, guys. Where's AI taking over hospitality? Where's AI taking over janitorial? I don't see none of that. I don't see AI out here uh stripping and waxing floors. I don't see AI out here hanging drywall, right? I don't see AI out here flipping houses. I mean, there's going to be plenty of jobs out here, but it's the jobs that you don't want. It's the jobs that nobody wants to do, right? I don't see AI out here washing cars, all right? I don't see AI out here changing brake pads and rotors. I mean, where are you at, AI? Okay? I mean, there's ways we can fight back against AI. It's all the soft ass jobs where you don't get your hands dirty and you don't have to do no physical labor. Those are the jobs that AI is taking. All right? Okay?
Supporting the manufacturing industry, but instead the manufacturing industry is actually losing jobs for 4 months in a row. This is the unemployment rate going back to 2020. You see that massive spike on the left side of the screen. Of course, that was COVID, came down dramatically, stayed at historically low levels, but now on the right side of your screen, you can see it is starting to tick higher. So
that chart is busted. If this ain't propaganda, man, that chart is busted. That thing should be way down there. Way, way, way down there. If I go to TikTok right now and bring up those TikTok rants about people losing their jobs, companies laying off left and right, listen.
I think you got to put all of this into the bigger picture, right? We've gotten a number of different indicators showing that this job market really is starting to stall out. And you're looking at U.S. markets reacting.
Did you say stall out, bruh? No, she's free falling, bruh. Okay? She's free falling to the point where there ain't no recovering this thing. All right? This thing's gonna crash right into the ground. If you was in a plane that was stalled out, well, that plane's about 1,000 miles an hour, man. The wings are starting to come off of the plane now. She's going so fast toward the ground, right? That's where we're at.
The Dow futures were down a little bit before this. They actually came up just a tiny bit from where they were. Not a major reaction, I think, from investors. I think that's because, in a lot of ways, this report.
And the U.S. economy didn't add no 22,000 jobs, man. I mean, that needs a big old asterisk and a big old question mark. No, it should be saying the U.S. economy is down 4 million workers. 4 million workers are out of work right now. That's what it should be saying. And the 22,000 jobs, what the hell? That's like a mosquito bite, man. I mean, what are we talking about here?
It probably seals the deal on an interest rate cut later this month from the Federal Reserve.
Interest rate cuts. Man, you guys are smoking some serious crack, man. All of y'all got crack pipes in your mouth and them crack pipes are red hot. Your damn lips are on fire. I mean, please, man. Rate cuts. You, I know you're kidding me with that rate cut talk crap, man. I know you guys are kidding me with that. I mean, that's more smoke up our asses is what that is. And frankly, to be honest with you, the people are really tired right now. There's going to be upheaval, man. And this is what you guys are trying to avoid. You're trying to avoid the upheaval in the streets because that's what's coming.
Was already thinking was basically a slam dunk. And I think that this latest weakness, including the fact that the unemployment rate is up to a nearly 4-year high, I think that
The civil war is going to be humans versus AI. That's going to be your next civil war, Dusky. It's not going to be man against man versus man. No. And AI is going to win because AI is going to have drones. And there ain't going to be nothing you can do against them drones, man. I mean, go search for some footage of Ukraine and what's happening to the soldiers over there in Ukraine, man. Just do some searching and you'll see what's coming.
it's probably going to seal the deal on a rate cut from the Fed, which is obviously something the White House has been calling for. Of course, they wanted a cut because of low inflation. That's probably not the reason, right? The reason would be because of low hiring.
And of course, this is the first jobs report since.
He means no hiring. All right. Going to be happy to get a job scrubbing toilets with your toothbrush, like I told you in a past video. I'm telling you right now. Okay. Luckily, I know how to strip and wax floors, man. That's one thing that AI is not going to be able to do. Okay. Pretty much. I know how to work on cars. I know how to change brakes and rotors. All right. And I'm not afraid of getting these hands dirty. You feel me? Okay. So I got skills, guys. All right. I could go get a job right now and can pass a drug test too, by the way. Thank you very much. Yeah.
I mean, the controversy over the regular reporting of jobs numbers last month, and so even these numbers could get revised in the future. But as you just laid out in June, the numbers could also get revised down.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Look, revisions are normal. It happens, right? As the BLS gets new survey responses in from the businesses they talk to, they're going to update their numbers just like a meteorologist who updates their hurricane forecast when they get new data. Unfortunately.
Yeah. And they are doing that off the computer models. See? The computer models go off what happened in the past. But this ain't the past, Brodusky. This is the future we're talking about here. And the computer models can't predict the future without going off what happened in the past. Well, what's going on right now ain't got nothing to do with the past. Okay? You need to put different information into those computer models so they will give you correct results for what's going to come in the future. All right? And that's a whole lot of pain and suffering, my friend. All right, we're going to stop it right here. I thought I was going to get further than this into this video where I could get these ladies laughing up here because these ladies are laughing right here, man. They really are.
Especially with the revisions, because that was something that I know that Matt and I were talking about earlier. As we bring in now CNN global economic analyst Rana Foroohar. She's also the global business columnist and associate editor of the Financial Times.
Talk
Rana,
to me.
just Matt laid out the numbers as they come in. Before we dive in, just your overall take. What sticks out to you?
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I've been thinking for some time that we were due for weakness, even possibly a recession. You know, a couple of things that are notable, those manufacturing numbers, that really belies the idea that these tariffs are going to somehow bring back jobs. Jobs in manufacturing are increasingly being done by technology. You know, I think also that interest rate cut that Matt was talking about, we are probably going to see that in the fall, and that may keep the stock market up for a while. But ultimately, the market does connect with the economy, and if you continue to see see a slowdown, you're probably going to see a market correction at some point too.
Crash.
Adding this, you have to kind of add it all up into. There's a lot, right? You've got the data that you're working through, and then you've got layered on top of it a whole lot of politics. Revisions were the huge story last month, led to Trump blaming and firing the head of BLS for it, accusing her of intentionally cooking the books without evidence. What do you see in the revisions and the uncertainty that is kind of being sown around just the gathering of this data now?
Yeah, really good questions, Kate. The revisions, again, don't surprise me. We often see big revisions. It's about getting more data, parsing it through. It's really about being more accurate. This is almost always the case. So not surprising at all. In terms of the politicization of the Fed, of the BLS, what's going on with Lisa Cook?
But politicization. Let's see if I can get this correct. She couldn't even get it correct. Politically, all right. Political. Ooh, yes. Maybe she did get it right because I can't say it either. Go.
Of anything we've spoken about, in some ways, that's the most worrisome thing, because you've got to let the data folks do their job. You've got to have clean data. You've got to let investors, both at home and abroad, know that they can trust.
Politicalization. Politicalization. Got to say it fast. Politicalization. Yeah, I knew I was going to get it. Politicalization. There we go.
The data, that the U.S. is not some kind of, a third world country where central bankers just get fired or BLS data collectors get fired because the president doesn't like it. We know what happens in those countries. They have major financial crises. Turkey's a perfect example. So I am really hoping, frankly, that if we do get a rate cut for good reasons, based on what we've just seen, that maybe that'll take a little bit of the pressure off of Lisa Cook and put Trump back in his box for a while.
But, I mean, the president even suggested last night, essentially, that he's not even sure that he's going to trust the data, or at least, how he's going to play it publicly.
Listen to
Let me
this.
just remind everyone what the president said last night ahead of this report.
The real numbers that I'm talking about are going to be whatever it is, but we'll be in a year from now with these monstrous, huge, beautiful places, the palaces of genius. And when they start opening up, you're seeing I think you'll see job numbers that are going to be absolutely incredible.
I mean, he's like, I don't know, let's talk about it in a year. I mean, but you are getting at what's important, which when you get all this data, and then you've got people looking to the Fed, what's going to happen? Why would people want to invest in the United States when a president is saying, I don't know, maybe you trust our economic data, maybe not? I mean, because it has been the gold standard.
They wouldn't, Kate, and that's why, in fact, every single time since 2016, when Trump was first elected, every single time the U.S. has done a treasury auction, there's been fewer and fewer foreign buyers.
Thank you.
Overseas folks don't want our treasuries anymore. That's why they're going into gold. That's why gold prices are now at a new record and probably going to go higher. Crypto companies are buying treasuries. Don't know if that makes anybody feel good. Doesn't make me feel great. But yeah, these are serious issues.
This is where they start laughing.
I was like, so what's Rana saying on this one? Good, bad, or bad? What you talking about? It's good to see you, Rana. Thank you very much. Much more to parse through with.
See, like I was telling you guys, you got to laugh to keep from crying, and that's what these ladies are doing, man. See, because this thing is so bad that they have to end on a positive note. So they're laughing and giggling basically at Trump and the fact that don't nobody want to buy our treasuries right now. Nobody. All right. What did she say? Crypto? I'm laughing too now. You got to laugh to keep from crying, guys. All right. And that's what we're all going to be doing. We're going to learn how to giggle our way out of this, because otherwise you're going to be crying, man. And I can show you a whole lot of crying. Believe me. Okay. This was good. We can stop it right here. You guys know what to do, man. Let's get to the big head. Oh, there's the big head. Yeah. Guys, you got to laugh to keep from crying. We know what time it is. It's time for you guys to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Yep, help your boy get up to 1,000 subscribers, man. It's time to start putting up some shorts. You guys was really happy about that short that I put up. It's my very first short on YouTube. All right, and it did pretty good. All right, but that's because it was talking about U.S. Treasuries and how countries around the world no longer want to buy U.S. Treasuries, man. And it was a good video. All right, guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.